Three, two, one.
All right, we are live. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. This is the SNG Weekly Wrap Up brought to you by the SNG Network, sngnetwork.com. No one I'd rather be spending Valentine's Day with than you three boys. I'm happy to be doing it. Joe, let's start with you. Congratulations on winning last week's draft, the live action recast of The Simpsons. How are you feeling heading into this week?
Feeling good. Just got the draft order. I don't want to reveal it before you. But
I think it's already on the screen. So.
Oh, okay. So I am happy with this because, as AJ said, this is not the draft to get the first pick for.
No, this is not. First of all, because there's maybe not going to be a clear-cut first pick, but then also you don't end up with whatever's left, whatever the worst of the R's is at the end.
That still could exist.
What? Whatever's left?
Yeah, I mean, there still could be
Well, that's what I'm saying. So now AJ is not only having a not clear-cut first, he's also stuck with,
right.
Maybe someone who's in jail right now. We'll see. AJ, you have come in last the last few weeks. How are you feeling heading into this week?
You know what? I see it as consistent.
Okay.
And I want to maintain kind of this form that I'm generating. I like to think outside the box. I think a lot of people who are voting on this aren't actually watching the episode and hearing how I, defend and present my teams. So I'm not really worried. I could get last every time and still have a smile on my face.
That's good. That's good. That's why we love having you on the show. Dan, you're the only one of us in a committed relationship. Is it okay that you're leaving an hour of Valentine's Day spending with the boys?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's all good. We're getting a takeaway, which has just been ordered, so
nice.
That's going to be a nice way to kind of come out of this podcast and eat some good food. We've got Chinese food. I don't know whether you guys really call it Chinese food in the States. I think
we do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah. What's your go-to Chinese order?
Mine is sesame chicken with white rice and usually like the barbecue spare ribs as an appetizer. Yeah.
Joe,
you don't like them, AJ?
You're from Texas and you can get ribs from a Chinese food place.
The boneless spare ribs. Come on, man. Yeah. They're not really ribs. They're just that delicious sauce. Come on, man.
Get some egg rolls up in there. Come on.
Yeah, egg rolls are fine.
Joe, Chinese guy.
Yeah, sesame chicken, General Tso's. This place from my college had something called honey chicken, which was unbelievable.
Yeah, honey chicken's great.
They don't really have it around here though for some reason. I like the boneless spare ribs.
Thank you.
But I don't even know. Like, I wish I had a different name. They're really not ribs. They're just like
they're pieces of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. they're not ribs at all.
Yeah.
But that's why I like them. I don't understand people that get the actual ribs. Like you can get actual on the bone ribs at a Chinese restaurant. That not for me. But the boneless spare ribs, I'm into it. Well, should we get into the draft this week? Should we get started? This was my idea this week. I'm pretty excited about it. We're drafting things that start with the letter R, so we could have pretty wild teams coming out here. But you get 3 people, 3 places, and 4 things. Just to set the rules at the start, we should keep the people as people, places as places, and things as things, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to. Otherwise, we're gonna just screw each other over. So yeah, let's. I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
You can't fly to R. Kelly.
Yeah, exactly.
You fly with R. Kelly.
Unfortunately, true. But Joe, since you've got the last pick, why don't you get started first with your list?
He believes that you can.
He does.
All right, let me go with.
We're off to a good start.
Which one do you want first? Do you want
give me your 3 people, 3 places, then 4 things.
3 people. Rudy from the movie Rudy. I don't know his real name. Rudiger. something Rudiger.
I'll just put Rudy from Rudy. I think that works.
Ray Romano
Nice.
Okay,
and Ray Charles.
nice. No Daniel Day-Lewis this week.
No, couldn't. I don't know if he has an R in his any of his roles there, but give him a little rest for the week. Would you say next places?
Places, yeah.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hometown, not for long.
Raymore and Flanagan.
Nice. Do you know what that is, Dan?
What was it? Say it again.
Raymore and Flanagan. It's a
Yep.
Furniture store.
It's a struggling
Nice.
furniture store.
Yes.
And Red Lobster.
Okay. Good choices there. And then your 4 things.
Recyclables.
That was, man, how do you spell it? There we go. I think I got it. Recyclables. Is that, did I spell that right?
Yeah.
Hopefully I spelled that right. I think so. All right.
Razor blades.
Okay.
Radishes. And the food ratatouille.
Okay. Nice. That's one I'm gonna have to look up. Ratatouille.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's in that.
I like yellow squash.
I just need to look up how to spell it. It is delicious. It is a delicious
I
meal.
don't think I've ever had it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's one of like the treats that I get as part of my job is, students will cook for me sometimes, and I've had
Rats.
ratatouille at the school. Yeah, and it is.
So
It's
rats with chef hats on.
based in rats. Yes. All right. So for my people, I've got the 19th president Rutherford B. Hayes. I've got Ron's
What's he
daughter
known for?
being president.
Oh, right.
I've got Ron's daughter, Bryce. So basically Bryce Dallas Howard, but Ron's daughter. And then I've got MLB legend, star pitcher Ron Vallone. That one's for AJ and Joe.
Oh,
Wow.
For my
Ronnie
places,
B.
I've got Red Robin. So Joe and I both went with chains that have red in the name. I've got Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Fuck. I've got that.
No way.
I'm gonna have to change it. Yeah.
That's wild. I didn't think we'd have any overlap. And then I've got a roller coaster car, but you're broken down at the top of the roller coaster. So it's just basically a broken roller coaster. Okay. And then just trying to see, are we still fitting on this? Hopefully.
Yeah. Yes, just. It's good.
Okay. And then we've got for my things, I've got the letter R. I've got
Creative.
royalty-free music.
Nice.
A Rasta hat, specifically one from the Jersey Shore Boardwalk. And then reverse osmosis.
Good list.
Sounds like it.
Thank
Is that
you.
a thing? I guess it is a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's definitely a thing.
It's more of a process.
Just remember, you're not drafting osmosis, though. Only the reverse kind. Dan, your list.
So people, I've got Ron Weasley from Harry Potter.
Okay.
Then I've got Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. I've got Rafiki, the monkey from The Lion King.
Okay.
Or the baboon, I think he is a baboon. Places, I've got the Rockefeller Center.
Okay.
I've got Rivendell from Lord of the Rings, where the elves live. Then I had the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, but I'm going to switch that out for the River Nile.
Nice.
Then I've got, for my things, I've got ribs.
Okay.
Rubble.
I'm gonna have to hold on one second. I'm just gonna have to move this column down here. Bear with me one second.
No worries.
Okay, sorry. You said rubble.
Yeah, Rubble.
Okay.
RPG, which
Nice.
the rocket propelled grenade rather than the role playing game, and a Range Rover as the last one.
Okay. Ribs, Rebel, and RPG and Rain Rover. All right. Looks good. looks like we've got some good things to draft this week. AJ, you have first pick. Do we have everything here?
Hey, I gotta.
Oh no, you have to give your list. Okay,
Yeah,
that's.
I thought we were one short.
I was
We're
thrown
gonna
off
have
there.
some nice stuff to draft from this week until
Yes.
I lay out all of my crap on the board. We got Ricky Martin,
Okay.
Solid.
Rick Ashtray, or Rick Astley. I guess that autocorrect.
Rick Ashtray. Do you want me to include it as Rick Ashtray or Rick Astley?
Rick Astley. The Riddler.
Okay. Happy to see again. This makes it official that we have only one woman on the list, and she's referred to as Ron's daughter. So it's good. Good on us.
Dismantle the patriarchy. Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
We got Rhode Island. And then just the road.
Nice. I like that.
Not any particular road, just like all.
Not
of
the movie.
As
Yeah.
As a network, not the movie. Just
Okay.
The road. We got a Rolodex.
This is going to be the hardest list to look through because everything starts with R. It's just all blended together.
Yeah.
I know you should have categorized it. But,
I know.
okay.
Well, whatever.
We have rain.
Okay.
I was gonna put a ripped condom, but since I have the last pick, I will not be putting that in the drafting board. We have a raccoon and a ruse.
Okay. Did I spell that right?
Maybe.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Like rabbit.
Well, I'm proud of us. No R. Kelly's on the board. I thought for sure one of us would have done R. Kelly, but I'm happy. Applause all around. AJ, you do have the first pick. I definitely should have categorized it, so my apologies. But you have first pick here. The board is yours.
The board is mine. Just at first glance, I'm seeing that there's not a lot of good things.
Mm-hmm.
I think things are going to be the hottest commodities. And for that, I'm going to start off with the RPG.
Okay. Dan?
Oh, that was an unexpected first pick.
Shocker.
I think I want to take Ron Swanson as my first person. That's going to be my first pick.
It's a good pick. That'll get you some love from the fans.
Yep.
All right, I just want to look this over first. You know what? I'm going to take this. I know, admittedly, this is a bad first pick, but we're not doing this draft without the letter R, and so I for sure want it on my list.
It's the pick of all picks. It's the one ring.
It just feels like a first round talent or first overall talent that's fallen to me at 3. So I can't pass it up. I don't think Joe would have taken it, but I don't care. It's my first thing. Joe, you've got 2 picks.
Yeah, give me ribs.
Okay.
And give me the Range Rover.
The Range Rover. That's a good pick. All right, so it comes back to me here. Oh man. I'm gonna take Ray Charles. Guy's a legend. Happy to have him on my list. Dan?
I think I'm going to go with another person, and I'll take Ray Romano
Okay.
on this time round. Yeah, I'll take Ray Romano.
Dan prioritizing the people early. I like it. AJ, it's back to you.
I'm gonna stick with my things. I'm gonna go with royalty-free music.
Okay.
And this may lose me the draft. I think this is a steal of a pick. But I think people just don't value it as much as it really should be. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna ditch that idea. Scrap it completely. I'm
Okay.
gonna go with a ruse, a good ruse.
Okay. I want to know what you were going to pick there, but you could let us know maybe at the end of the draft.
Yeah,
but...
it'd be tactically
I'll get it
bad, I
on the
guess, if you
turnaround.
let us know. So, is it back to me?
Yeah, it's back to you. I'm just laughing already at AJ's list. He has an RPG, royalty-free music, and a ruse. Just thinking about how this is going to look on the graphic.
Yeah, it's
I
a
know.
risky move as well because
I
you're going to be
know.
left with some odd people, I think.
Yes.
Who
Yeah.
sit at the top of the list. That's what my thoughts is. The people generally sit at the top
I
of
mean,
the list.
what are the worst people, honestly, up there? Like,
Yeah,
not
there isn't
tip-off
that many
bad.
bad people.
There's not
but there's
not
some
too many bad picks
There's
this
some
week.
unknown people.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
You guys are gonna get stuck with a bunch of crappy things.
So I'm going to take. I think I got to take Ron Weasley as my
Yeah.
third person.
Yeah.
A lot of Harry Potter fans out there. It was between Ron Weasley and Rafiki. I think Rafiki is you have to be maybe a little bit more of a hardcore Disney fan.
Yeah. Well, I might as well get it out of the way while you're explaining. I'm taking Rafiki.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a popular pick, but I think Ron Weasley is more of a household name than Rafiki.
Yeah, I thought for sure. So just maybe we should go through this at the end of the draft. But right there, I was thinking, man, I really want either Ron Weasley or Rafiki. I was like, AJ's for sure going to take one of them, and he took a ruse. So, Joe, your third and fourth.
Classic. Took a ruse instead. It's all just a ruse. Yeah, I had you going. Everybody
did.
wants a ruse on
You
their
did.
I mean, we love him, Ron Valone, right?
Yeah, it's a great pick. So he used to play in the major leagues, Dan, and but we saw him play in a independent league baseball.
Nice.
Painted our chests and everything.
RON.
Yes.
Oh, I think I've seen the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great time. Great time. Joe, you've got another pick here.
And then I love Providence, so give me Rhode Island as well.
Nice.
Okay, it's a good
Strong
pick. I hate picking third, man. Just hate knowing that I'm 4
So you only
picks
have
in between.
one up.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we can take here. I'm gonna go with the Ripley's Believe It or Not as my first place. I love that museum. Not museum. I don't know what to call it. It's not a museum.
It's like
at
a
all.
franchise of museums, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like a lot of weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's a fun place. There's one right here in Texas. If it wasn't snowing, I might go today. I wouldn't. Dan, you've got places and things to pick.
Yes. I am going to take. I think I'm going to go with Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
It was between that and one other, but yeah, I'll go with that.
All right.
It's a vibrant city.
Yeah, it's a good pick. It's a good pick. AJ, are you going to round out the things here? Your first 4 picks.
I'm not. I feel confident that you guys aren't going to pick my thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna jump into the places. We got a couple really good places here. Rivendell.
Okay.
It's a great pick. That would have been mine on the way back.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Excellent. And the River Nile. I mean,
Oh,
talk about being important to life itself, and
Mhm.
Yes.
culture and history, and you get a lot out of the River Nile. It's pretty long, I hear.
Those
Haven't
are
seen
two
it.
good picks, AJ. Two very
Yeah.
good
Thank you.
picks.
yeah, those are literally my two picks that I had planned in. So what have we got left in terms of places? We got Raleigh,
Rockefeller Center, Broken Down Roller Coaster, Red Robin, Red Lobster, Raymore and Flanagan.
And the road.
And
the
the
road,
That's
yeah.
right.
Well, I think I'll take the Rockefeller Center.
Yeah.
It's got the big Christmas tree and the rink and stuff.
I figured there's no way that Rio, Rivendell, River Nile, and Rockefeller Center all go off the board before my next turn. They did. they all did. All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna take the road. You know, you don't get anywhere without the road. It's something that I think, AJ, you were saying. Go ahead.
I didn't expect you to pick that. That was a good pick, Chance.
Thank you.
Better than Raymore and Flanagan and Red Lobster.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe, your pick?
Yeah, Raleigh. You know, no hate on Raleigh. Never been there, but certainly on my list.
Mm-hmm. Drove through it. It was a city.
Let me go with I think Rick Astley has a nice sense of humor.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
Seems to be a pretty accessible guy. He's poked fun at himself many times. He's got some money. He'll pick up the tab for the ribs. So yeah.
Okay. It's a good pick. Man, I want to take this just because I think it's the one that AJ wants. But I don't know if it's a good pick or not, but I will go with I'm going to take it. I'm going to take Reverse Osmosis. Hoping that that's the one AJ wanted.
When you said there's one that I don't think anyone's going to pick, I thought it was that as well. But
yeah, I just wanted to take it off the board. It's a vital part of human existence. We wouldn't live without it. So you need that on my list. I need to survive. Dan, you were a 6th round pick.
Yeah, similar, like, you know, vital to everyone's existence. I'm going to take the rain.
Yeah.
You can't grow things without rain generally.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you know, people like the sound of the rain outside their window when they're in bed at night and stuff like that. So
I love rain. I think rain's delightful. Yeah.
Yeah, I think rain's a good pick. So yeah, that's mine.
All right, AJ, you got 2 picks.
Yeah, I really wanted the rain. I was hoping I could get that right here. Dan, you stole it. I think rain is probably the most underrated pick. There would be no life on this planet without it. It is everything. We could live without reverse osmosis. We could
no clean drinking water.
We could boil it like people did for generations.
Nope. Can't do it.
Nope, it's impossible. We
Sorry.
cannot go back in technology. We can only go forward. Well, I'm gonna definitely round out my places. What are the places that are left? Raymore and Flanagan, Red Lobster,
Red Robin, and that Broken Down Roller Coaster.
Oh, yikes! I'll go Red Robin. They make a pretty good burger.
They do make a good burger. That was gonna be my next pick.
For sure. And I'm gonna round out my things too. I'm gonna take the Rasta hat.
I knew you would. That's why I put it on the list.
I was gonna take razor blades because I use a lot of razor blades. It comes in really handy. But
yeah,
get some color on my team.
I knew you'd take the Rasta hat. It's a boardwalk staple. Dan, you've got one more place or 3 things to pick from.
Well, I think I can't afford to have the broken down roller coaster on my list because I just think people see that and think, that's a scary proposition. When I think of broken down roller coaster, I think shattered front legs of a person. Well, people who only have one set of legs, but legs in front of you.
And someone's head flown.
Off, so a broken down roller coaster is not where you want to be. So that leaves me with Raymore and Flanagan or Red Lobster. I only kind of know Red Lobster. Just remind me what that's a
seafood.
Restaurant.
Fast
seafood
food
restaurant.
Seafood.
Yeah, I'll take Red Lobster. Because people might think of the Rock Lobster song.
Long John Silver's.
It's like the Long John Silver's of lobster.
Yes, exactly.
I'm happy with that.
Put it into context for you.
Well, for all the reasons you just laid out, I'm going with Raymore and Flanagan. A broken down roller coaster is one of my biggest fears. I love roller coasters, but getting stuck at the top of a roller coaster is definitely one of my biggest fears. So I'll happily leave that to Joe. Joe, I'm assuming you might leave that pick, which leaves you person or thing. Or you just take the roller coaster.
I'm going to go Bryce Dallas Howard.
Okay. But for this list, Ron's daughter, Bryce. Keep in mind.
Ron's daughter, Bryce. And
I just put that together. That's Ron Howard's daughter.
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Who's
I didn't know that.
Ron Vallone?
She was...
yeah, no, it looks like Ron, yeah.
Yeah, you have Ron Vallone and his daughter, Bryce.
Man. I think the path of least resistance. I don't really have use for razor blades. I think we can bring the Rolodex back. I don't want to. I'll take the Rolodex.
Nice. You could bring it back. I have faith in you. I'm going to take Ratatouille in the hopes that people will think I mean the movie, and not the food.
Yeah.
But I also actually really love the food, so I'm happy with that one. Dan, you've got things to choose from here.
Yeah.
And just to recap for anyone, we've got razor blades, radishes, recyclables, rubble, and raccoons for things.
I think for me, no brainer on raccoon. In probably slightly different view on raccoons in North America, but we don't really have them in Europe. And they're more of just an internet cute thing. Whereas you see them as trash can babies or whatever the nickname is. So I'll take raccoons and hope that there's some internet Redditors that are voting on this that like raccoons.
AJ, you've got only people to choose from now, and you've got a great list.
I do. I'm not disappointed about this at all. This is why I choose him last. I mean, you got a great underdog, you got a great entertainer.
Rudy's the worst,
a
by
great
the way.
villain, and you got a president. I mean, the guy became president of the United States. So I don't know, who should I pick? James, you pick for me.
I will not.
Who would you pick for me?
I would not do that. I mean, I think there's an obvious pick for you, but
why?
Well, I can't say it.
I took the Riddler.
Okay.
I will have some riddles.
Wait.
Sir. Thank you.
Oh, someone else has still got a.
I've got one. Yeah.
All right.
And you have a second pick here, AJ. So we need one more person from you.
Oh, right. I'll take Rutherford B. Hayes.
Ruther B. Hayes.
President. Ruther B. Hayes.
All right, Rutherford B. Hayes off the board. Did not think he would last this long. I thought he'd be a second rounder for sure. Dan, you've got two things to choose from.
Recyclables. I'll take, please.
Okay. So that leaves me either rubble or razor blades, and I will happily
or
take
radishes.
Razor blades.
Or radishes.
Or radishes. Oh, that's true. I'll still take razor blades over either of those two. Joe, round out your list.
So radishes.
Okay.
and
A food that I'm sure you eat quite often.
yeah, maybe I could like ration it somehow. I mean, I don't really know what our like situation is here.
Oh, I don't know if there is one. That's
And obviously the broken down roller coaster.
Yes.
I'm not going to do any funny business. I respect the game too much, and yeah, it's the only eligible place.
So for me, I can't stand Rudy. First of all, I think he sounds like the worst. But secondly, AJ writes one of the greatest parody songs of all time, a song written by Ricky Martin, and doesn't choose him. I need him on my list.
Enrique Iglesias.
Is it? I
Yeah.
think it's Ricky Martin.
What hero?
No, by law, no. It's Enrique Iglesias.
Oh, it is. You're right. All right. Well, that's on me.
Bailando.
I'm still happy to have Ricky Martin on my team and not that fraud Rudy. Dan, are you happy with Rubble?
Rubble's fine. Rubble's pretty like. I'm glad it's at the end there. It's kind of just a byproduct of the rest of my list being pretty good. But yeah, Rubble's okay. It's inoffensive. It's not going to scare anyone. It's just there. It's just in the corner.
Yeah, it just kind of exists.
Distraction.
And AJ, that leaves you with the big time fraud Rudy from Rudy.
How is he a fraud? He's a great Cinderella story. He came from nothing. He made a team, and it took him all movie to make a tackle. It was great. Tiny little man playing football. What don't you like about that?
Basically, everyone hated him. Everyone who was involved with the team says it's a blown up story, and so hey, he's on your list. He's not on mine.
Rudy.
I'll go around. Joe, give your thoughts on the list in general, on your list. How you feeling?
I'm not thrilled about my list, to be honest.
One of the weakest you've had to date, I think.
I don't have any regrets though. I mean, I think my high points are very high. I mean, I think the Range Rover is arguably the most valuable thing on here, and Rhode Island is beautiful. I think isn't Rio de Janeiro like kind of isn't a little war torn at this point?
I wouldn't say war torn. It's a little bit dangerous in parts for sure, but it's got nice beaches and people.
Hosted the Olympics. It's got
music.
those cool stadiums.
That's where the
football
thong bikini was invented.
That's where what?
Yeah.
The thong bikini was invented.
Oh, nice.
I thought you were saying the song bikini, but like, yeah.
It's like Billy the Big Mouth Bass, but it's a bikini that sings to you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
sings Bailamo.
Joe, I think Rick Astley was a sneaky good pick as well.
Yeah, I think the only two I really wish I had were Red Robin over the roller coaster, and probably the Rasta hat. Other than that, I think I'm pretty happy with everything.
Yeah, I think overall I'm pretty happy. I did want Rivendell. I botched that. I forgot it was on the board and then kind of saw it after my pick. I was disappointed about that. Also, Ron Swanson was going to be my first pick, Dan. So you stole that right from under me. That was a great first pick. But other than that, I'm happy with my list. I think my list plays. I think I'm happy with how I ended up. I mean, for the most part, there wasn't really a ton of bad picks on the board this week. So it wasn't the worst time to be going third, but yeah, I'm pretty happy. What about you, Dan? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I agree. There wasn't that many bad things on the board. I mean, I guess thing 4 all the way across, place 3 and person 3 are kind of like the worst picks, and even out of that, they're not particularly awful. So I don't know. I think we have to just let the people decide on this one. I think I got enough star power in there with the Harry Potter fans, the fans of Rain, and the Parks and Rec fans. Yeah. Hopefully, will come through for me and cast their votes.
Well, much like the idea for this draft and the draft in general, this whole list has been pretty average, I'd say. AJ, you took an RPG first overall, which surprised everyone watching, and Ruse third overall. Are you happy with the things you ended up with? Because to me, you ended up with not the best things, but you prioritized things. So
yeah, I think the things are really weak, and I mean, everybody loves music. Everyone loves blowing shit up.
Well, everyone loves
everybody
royalty-free music. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's free music, I think I did better on the places than I thought that I would, going with the things first. But I mean, I'm confident in my strategy. I think the least treacherous, area was the people. There were really no bad people. I
Yeah.
don't think. I probably got the 3 worst people, but they're still not bad. So yeah, I'm stoked about my list. I think this is the best that I've done in a very long time. I'll say that.
All right. Well, if this is your high, then congratulations, I guess. Yeah, no, I am excited to see how this one plays out. Like we say, it'll be on Twitter and on Instagram, so vote on it. Dan, you mentioned it actually during the show. Maybe we should throw it up on Reddit. You're a Redditor. Maybe we should throw it up there and see.
But like Reddit,
see
Reddit is a brutal place sometimes, and they'll just be like, they might tear it apart, they might love it. So yeah, maybe we should go for it.
I think it would be kind of great either way.
I have no idea which subreddit it actually you would even post it in.
Subreddit letter R. You don't think that exists?
R/R.
Yes.
Martin.
All right. Well, that is our draft for this week. The letter R. We'll see what we do next week. Maybe we should have done something Valentine's Day themed this week.
Well, I think we should at least maybe not week after week after week, but we should work our way through the entire alphabet.
I think so too. Yeah, I definitely think
gives us 25 shows in the bank.
Yeah. Maybe once a month we do a letter.
We do an alphabet one,
and then we're committed to the show for the next 3 years. But 2
exactly,
years.
Yeah. And then we go backwards, and it's like the last letter in the word.
Words that end in A.
Yes.
I'm taking Alberta as my place, please.
All right. Any last things you want to say? Anything anybody wants to plug, or should we just wrap up the show? We'll just wrap it up.
I just want to call notice that there's more stuffed animals behind me today than there was last week.
You know what? I actually do want to plug The Wicker Man is back. So we're reviewing Nicolas Cage movies. We're going. If you think that drafting the entire alphabet sounds like a tedious task over the next 2 years, how about watching every single Nicolas Cage movie and reviewing it every week?
Have you guys seen the newest one?
No, Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No, I didn't even. Is it? I don't know if it's out yet.
It's.
I think so.
So you can rent it for $20 or you can buy it for $22. But no, I've yet to see it. I will. I'm trying to watch. I'm trying to just wait and watch them in order. But I think at some point, I will definitely watch that movie because it looks awesome. But no, if we have not watched it yet. We most recently watched the World Trade Center, which I hated. AJ thought was okay. And the Ant Bully, which was
one of our better episodes, though. I think
the Ant Bully or World Trade Center.
The Ant Bully, no, World Trade Center. It was difficult to talk about, but there was serious. There was funny. I think we had a good time.
Yeah, it was good. Episode. It was good, as every conversation about 9/11 should be, both serious and funny. So we handled it well. So yeah, go check it out, The Wicker Man, wherever you get your podcasts. But that's it for us this week. We'll be back with you guys. New day. We're going to do Sundays moving forward. So look for us next Sunday.
All right.
Perfect.